Welcome back, everyone, to That's Whack.
The show where we talk about everything that's whack.
Welcome back, Sam. We missed you from last week.
Oh, thank you. I missed you guys too.
Well, before we get into it, we need to talk about Newsly.
Oh my
Newsly is
gosh.
an audio app for iOS and Android. It picks up web articles about the most trending topic on the web at any given moment and reads them to you in a natural human voice.
Natural.
So, for the first time in history of the internet, the web becomes listenable. You can browse articles from topics you choose and start playing. Stop scrolling, start listening. And they have podcasts as well. Explore trending podcasts from over 40 countries. Our podcast, That's Whack, is there too. Download and use Newsly for free now from www.newsly.me or from the link in the description, and use our promo code WACK2021. That will also be in the description, and receive a 1-month free premium subscription to Newsly.
That's WACK 2021.
And newsly.me. Check them out. Alright.
Okay.
I'm glad you're back, Sam. I missed your ass.
I missed my ass with you.
Let me tell you, last week was just
Last week was
giant
chaos.
mess. It was
Last week was chaos, and that's why we don't leave Cody alone.
No, I may have gotten a little too tipsy to do the show, but the show needed to be done.
It
and
did.
We did what we had to do.
Absolutely.
And that's what we're doing now. We're doing what we have to do to get this show out late, but to you today. So we're here.
We're ready.
Yeah. So let's get into it. I wanted to start by how we had talked about OnlyFans getting rid of their sexually explicit content, and apparently they're suspending that ban, and now the content is allowed.
Yeah, because everyone thought that was a fucking stupid idea of theirs, and they listened to the majority, and majority always rules.
Well, apparently, they had worked something out with the banks or whatever, so now it's cool, which I had thought, a big thing was because OnlyFans was having a really hard time regulating, R-word content and, child porn content and that stuff.
Yeah.
And so all the banks were, not wanting to be associated with that. And so now all of a sudden it's good. I want to know, what they did or who they, what kind of third-party, paying service did they work out something with?
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I feel like there was a lot of, under-the-table shit that probably was going on when they first had announced that they were, just not really, certain would go through. And I think that now that it did go through, and it's probably just, I don't know. I feel like it's a very political,
well, you had to think the owner of
fucking-
OnlyFans was searching and, running around fucking crazy trying to find a way to save this company.
Yeah, because he for sure knew that there was going to be something that was going to come up that was like OnlyFans.
Well,
you know?
Did you see that apparently Tyga was trying to, create his own website?
Yes.
Why
Makes
is
sense.
Tyga on OnlyFans?
Why does Tyga try to date an 18-year-old? Fucking hence Kylie Jenner. He literally waited for her to become of age so he could date her.
I know no one really talks about that, but
He literally spent time with her for a year and a half until she was legal, and then was like, that's my baby.
well, I don't know. I'm just damn. Why did he?
I don't know. It's Tyga. He's kind
one
of
of the
creepy.
top creators, so obviously, dude's doing something. I've seen his video. It was just Tyga, and I was like, what the fuck?
I'm weak.
I mean, it was just so
No,
random.
I just think that's very on brand for Tyga. I'm not really surprised by that. A lot of people were saying that they were surprised, and I was like, are you really though?
I mean, he makes good music. I honestly didn't think I was a Tyga fan until I kind of went back and I would just hear his songs and I'd just be bopping to him, and I was like, what the fuck?
I'm weak.
Honestly, I like all the songs that he makes. No comment on that
I
one?
don't. I really
my
don't have a
God.
comment on that one because it's Tyga. He's whatever.
Yeah, I guess.
He's irrelevant to me.
He really is. So I've been seeing this meme go around the internet a lot about Arby's buying Buffalo Wild Wings for $2.9 billion.
Yeah, I don't know if is that?
No, that's legit. I looked it up because I was just like, what the fuck? Because personally, I think Arby's is absolute trash.
I do too.
That shit is nasty.
I hate their slogan. Hate it. Arby's.
We have the meat. Well, last time I checked too, you would tell someone they had an Arby's roast beef pussy as an insult, and then like you trying to turn around and then go eat an Arby's roast beef sandwich.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Like,
and B-dubs, y'all, I worked for y'all. Come on now.
Well,
don't be selling out to Arby's.
Where did Arby's get $2.9 billion?
I thought Arby's was gonna close.
They're so sparse and like far and in between. They have bomb ass curly fries, and I will never like take that away from them.
Their potatoes are whack, and I'm a potato connoisseur. I obsess over my potatoes, and I like them like in any general form. I don't even care. I'm not picky, and I hate Arby's.
But they're curly fries.
Their curly fries are trash.
They're bomb.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they're like
no, their seasoning on their curly fries trash. They
No.
could have so much. Jack in the Box curly fries are better than Arby's.
No.
Yes, the seasoning on Jack in the Box
goes-
curly fries are so much better.
It goes Arby's, Jack in
You're
the Box.
trash.
Jack in the Box is a close second, but Arby's is
All
supreme.
right, you guys, this is gonna be the last episode that I ever do with Cody.
Yeah, but you know what?
It was so nice.
You know what we're gonna do actually? Okay, here's what's gonna happen is next episode, and it's going to happen. I'm going to buy an order of Arby's curly fries and then an order of Jack in the Box curly fries, and then we're gonna take them out, and yeah, you're gonna try them blindfolded to see if you can tell me which one's better.
Okay.
Because genuinely, I feel like Arby's is gonna be better.
No, it's not. It's not. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next topic.
Yeah. Why is pumpkin spice such a huge deal?
I hate pumpkin spice. Don't even talk about that shit.
Okay, no, I'm glad because I think that shit's nasty as fuck.
I don't like pumpkin at all. Pumpkin pie. I'm not a big.
That's a little too harsh.
No, I don't. I just don't like it. Like, it's not that it's bad. It's that it's bad.
Well, I think it's all in like the context. Like, no, you can't be eating pumpkin pie in the summer. Like, that shit just doesn't make sense.
No, I don't think I can eat pumpkin ever. Like, I can't. I've tried it, and people are like, maybe add a little bit more nutmeg.
Well, have you ever
cinnamon.
had like a pumpkin roll?
Yeah, I worked at a bakery. We'd make a bunch of pumpkin shit during the fall time, and it's just not.
I'm not a huge. Okay,
No.
I will eat pumpkin pie with like a fuck ton of whipped cream. I'm really just using the pumpkin pie as a way to shovel whipped cream into my mouth. But with pumpkin rolls, like my mom makes homemade pumpkin rolls, and they're like cream cheese filling, and it just slaps so hard. Like I engulf like fucking 5 of those every single like. That's one of the things that I look forward to.
I've tried a lot. I've literally tried a lot of different pumpkin things. I don't like. Yeah, no. I just it's up there with like pickles for me.
You are one of those people. I was literally just talking to my mom, and I was like, I don't understand why people don't fucking like pickles. Like, pickles are supreme.
No,
how do you not like them?
I
like,
can't.
What is gross about them? They
no,
are so
it's the
good.
taste
you can
of
get a
them.
hot pickle. You can get the
oh my god,
sweet pickle.
no.
You can get a dill pickle.
It's the taste. Honestly, like
Ugh.
I wish I liked pickles because like I don't know.
Pickles on a burger.
I hate
relish.
that. Literally, no. My best friend would get fucking like pickles on every sandwich, every burger, anything, and I would. Honestly, like, there would be certain times, like, we would go and get, like, Culver's or something like that, and I'd be like, bro, I'm gonna need you to, like, have them label which one has pickles or not, because every time I would always bite into one that had pickles, and it just, I don't know what it is. It just grossed me the fuck out. I think it's the well, I'm not a vinegar person.
Your Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich with no pickles. I get it with no pickles. Like
and
how?
Extra tomato.
Ew, you put tomato on there?
I love tomatoes.
You get the supreme one, the deluxe one, don't you?
No,
just only tomato?
Because if you sub out tomato, then it doesn't cost.
So you're telling me that you like tomatoes, but your ass don't like pickles?
Pickles.
Dude,
I love cherry tomatoes. I love cherry tomatoes. Like, I'll eat cherry tomatoes, like, Costco size, pretty much.
I will say, like, I was one of those weird, not a weird kid, but I was one of those kids
you were a
was
weird
picky
kid.
eater who was like, I want chicken nuggets and french fries for everything, and I didn't eat vegetables. I only liked corn and fucking broccoli. Like, that was the only shit
I wasn't a picky eater at all.
No, I'm saying I was.
Oh, okay.
Like, that's how I was.
I
so
thought you were
now
saying
that I'm older...
you thought that I was.
No, now that I'm older, like... I'm starting to like vegetables, but I don't know. Tomato is one of those that I just really can't like.
I think it's because, like, with Indian food, like, tomato's a base for every single one of them, pretty much, you know? So it was, like, I was used to it. I was used to, like, ginger, garlic, tomato, like, because it was all made into, like, a paste, pretty much, for, like, the base for any Indian food. So And it's always used as like a side. Like you would do like slices of like cold tomato, you know?
Well, why would you... Like, that's what I don't get, is, like, how do I not like tomatoes, but I like ketchup, and I like chili, and so I like to, like, you know, you put
That's
your
like me
tomatoes
saying,
in the
how
chili, and you,
how
like,
do I
eat the
not like pickles,
tomatoes
but
like
I like
that.
cucumbers?
Well, bitch, that's different.
I mean,
That's so different.
Okay.
Like, yeah, it's the same thing, but, like, a pickle and a cucumber are two different things.
I mean, a pickle is a cucumber soaked in evil, so...
Well, that's me saying that coleslaw is the real devil's lettuce.
It is.
That shit's nasty.
I fucking hate coleslaw.
That's what I never
actually, no, I have to give coleslaw a props. Angry Crab has their spicy chicken sandwich. They put coleslaw on it. And at one point, like, I'd gotten it, and I forgot to ask for no coleslaw. And I tried it because I was like, why the fuck not? Like, just see, you know, like, your taste buds change every 7 years. They say to try that shit. It wasn't bad. I'm going to give it to them. Was not bad.
I can
but by
smell
itself,
it. The smell
by
is
itself, it's
disgusting.
nasty as shit. I can give you that. But, like, it's okay. I'm okay with it.
So, like, at my job, we do, like, a special smoked platter on the weekends, and, like, you get an option of beans or coleslaw. And people genuinely choose coleslaw as their side and then eat it all.
Yeah, people
like,
genuinely choose having a slice of pickle next to their fucking clubs.
I ate a whole pickle.
Do you remember when we went out
started
to
this
like?
podcast?
Yeah, you're disgusting. Like, that's why we're not sitting next to each other.
I just, I mean...
No, I can't do it. I hate the smell of... It's not even I hate the smell of pickle. It's the taste. I don't even care if someone's breath smells like pickles, whatever. It is specifically the taste for me. Mustard's the smell. I can't get past the smell of mustard.
Mustard will make me gag. Like, the smell of mustard will
I can't
make me
do the
gag.
smell.
If I
But see, pickles
taste
smell
I
fine.
will throw up.
Pickles smell fine. Olives smell fine. I don't have a problem with the smell of them. Hate the tastes.
See, I like pickles, but the thought of drinking pickle juice, like the fact that people drink pickle juice, is fucking gross.
Yeah, because it's literally just vinegar.
I've tried, like, doing pickle juice shots and, like, doing shots of pickle juice. That shit's gross. Like, how people drink that is so nasty. I do want to try one of those Kool-Aid pickles, though.
You're disgusting.
Like, where people put...
Nope, we're done with this
like,
conversation. It's making my stomach hurt.
It turns a different color.
No,
They, like, literally
I'm
just put
literally
a whole Kool-Aid
clenching my
pack
stomach.
into,
We're not
like,
doing
a
that.
jar
We're
of
not talking
pickles.
about this stuff.
And you get, like, red pickles and blue pickles. But, okay, fine. Back to the original topic. Like, literally, September 1st, like, the day I woke up, my whole entire feed was all pumpkin spice. And I genuinely was like, this is fucking crazy. Like, people are addicted.
How did we go from pumpkin spice to pickles? I'm trying to think.
I'm trying to go back to the original topic. Like, how did we go from pumpkin spice to pickle? Not how do we go from pickles to pumpkin spice? That's where we started. We derailed quite a bit.
Okay. Continue.
Well, that's it. That's all I'm saying. Pumpkin spice gross.
Pumpkin
PSL.
isn't the best. Honestly, I don't get, like, what the hype of it, like...
And it's not even, like, I'm not trying to, like... I'm not even saying, like, the whole, like, white girl hype or whatever. Like, I mean, genuinely, people like this shit. And, like, people drink it, like, every fucking day. And, like, not even people who post about it and, like, make it a big deal
absolutely.
online. But just... people love that shit.
I just got my manager freaking a pumpkin spice latte from fucking Starbucks.
And they'll cream their pants the minute you give it to them.
And she asked for it. She was like, can I have this? And I was like, yeah, I guess. Okay.
See, personally...
I was like, personally, I'm not about to do that. And I was like, but, I mean, it's your body, your choice, you know?
I am not a coffee drinker. Like, I don't... Every once in a while, I'll, like, smell coffee, and I'll be like, ooh, I want coffee, but I don't typically want it. But during Christmas time and the winter time, I always want a white chocolate peppermint mocha. Like, that is the shit. That's where I don't like hot drinks. Crazy.
I like to be able to, like, inhale my caffeine without having to worry about it burning my tongue.
See, but then it's, like, cold. Like, let's say it's, like, 50 degrees outside and it's freezing as fuck. You want, like, an ice cold drink?
Yeah. Absolutely, actually. No, I'm serious. Like, I don't drink hot. Like, I'll drink hot chocolate.
Like, a sore throat and, like, a cup of hot tea.
I mean, yeah.
I don't do that personally.
No, I mean, like, when we were younger, my mom used to always make this, like, chais and stuff for us during the winter time when it was, like, cold. And she'd be like, and we'd have a sore throat, and she'd be like, oh, here's that. But I mainly go for soup when I have, like, a sore throat. I'm not
What's
going
your favorite
for...
soup?
Ooh, loaded question.
Personally, mine is chicken corn chowder.
No, I think mine's chicken enchilada.
What?
Chicken enchilada.
At least you didn't say chicken and rice.
Ew, that's not a soup. That's chicken and rice.
No, do you...
I know what you're talking about, but that's not a soup.
I know, it's gross.
I don't claim it. I really like broccoli cheddar soup, but it's, like, not good for me because I'm supposed to be dairy-free. For health issues.
I'm lactose intolerant, and I was working at this place that had these nachos. They were trash can nachos.
Oh my god, I think we've talked about this.
Oh my god, the best nachos ever. I'd get them for dinner, and, like, there would be so much nachos I couldn't finish them. Like, I would order a whole thing for dinner, but then never be able to finish it. And then for the whole entire last half hour that I'd have to be at work, I would just be shitting my brains out in the bathroom every time. But it was so good, and I'd put myself through it every fucking day because I love these goddamn nachos.
Oh, dude, no, I feel you on those.
And I'll still, like, I will get rid of... I stopped drinking regular milk. I drink almond milk, and I don't want to drink regular milk. That was not a problem.
Mm-hmm.
But don't you dare try to take away my cheese.
Okay, but see, like, there's really good cheese substitutes, because I was that same person. You know that. Like, I used to obsess over cheese. So I have I'll make nachos at home, and I'll use, like, cheese substitutes and stuff from Trader Joe's, because Trader Joe's has my heart, and I find so many things there.
We're trying to find... So right now we go to the grocery store, and we only find shredded mozzarella dairy-free cheese. We can't find any other dairy-free
Go to Trader Joe's. You can find some, I promise you.
Okay, because... Ooh, fun little side story. We did... burgers last night, and we did vegan burgers, or I did a vegetarian burger because I had cheese on mine.
Proud of you.
But we had the Impossible burgers.
They're good.
It was good, and that's the thing is, like, it was good, and it was weird because it was like the fourth, fifth, like, chew tasted way better than the first one, and I think it's just like such a mental thing because you don't need to eat a hamburger to know what a hamburger tastes like. So when you, like, take that first bite, you expect, like, the greasy, juicy, like, burger.
Right.
And you're not getting that, so you're kind of like, what the fuck? But then you start to taste it, and it's like, well, all the flavor's still there. It's still a really good burger.
Yeah. So and especially if you get really just the Impossible meat, and then you season it by yourself instead of getting just, like, the burger patties that they have. Like, it's really good. I've done that a lot.
We buy the Impossible meat, and we've made tacos.
Yeah.
Can't even tell any different. We made chili. Can't tell any difference. Made spaghetti. All of it. Like, there's no way you can tell that it's fake meat. But with the burger, that was the only thing that I could say, like, you could kind of tell. And I think it's just because, like, it's just such an iconic meal. Like, you know what a burger tastes like. You know?
I feel that. Oh my gosh, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is, like, so, like, completely has nothing to do with anything.
Okay.
What do you think's more important, knees or elbows?
I would say knees because I would want my legs before I'd want my arms.
No, I know, but I'm saying in the sense of, like, to bend them. Like, what would you rather have? Like, I don't mind waddling. Like, penguins get by perfectly fine waddling, you know? But think about, like, all your movements, like, just... Like, imagine trying to high-five me without me being able to bend my arm.
Okay, but imagine never being able to sit down ever again.
Yes, you can.
How? You're literally stiff as a fucking board.
So? You can slouch.
I mean, you could sit, but then your legs would be completely straight. You would never be able to, like, sit in a chair, like, at a desk, at a job.
And are you telling me that you want your ass to go numb that, like... bad?
No, but I want to be able to, like, sit down.
You can sit down.
I don't know. I just feel like...
I would want to be able to bend. I would hate this shit.
Fully straight.
I would hate that.
I would still be able to move my hands, so I would just, like, you'd have to just, like, back up, move forward, like, get it.
Yeah, but like,
if your
literally,
legs were
try to, like, give me a high five,
straight,
just, like...
How would you drive a fucking car?
You could drive a car like this.
Not with the inability to bend
your
knees.
They have those little handicap things that, like, you can use to pretend like you're driving stick almost.
I know, but that's the thing. You wouldn't fit into the car because your legs would just smash into the fucking steering wheel.
No, they wouldn't.
Are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, let's go test this out right now because you would not fit in your car if you could not bend your knees. They would just literally smash into the dashboard.
You don't think that, like...
The only way you get around is if you have to, like, lay down on the back seat of the car.
Do you not think, like, if evolution occurred and you could not bend your knees, that someone would find a fucking way to get into a car and make that work? Like,
well, you're just saying, I was imagining more just, like, some phenomenon happened and then all of a sudden, like, our arms and legs are straight. Not like... We've evolved thousands and thousands of years, and now this is just a normal human thing.
I don't know.
And like we have a whole utopia designated around the people that don't have kneecaps.
Anyways, my next question is: do you think penguins have legs, or do you think it's just their like it goes from their belly to their feet? That's it.
Well, they definitely have legs. Like, do you know that owls are like mostly all legs?
No.
Yeah, have you ever seen, like, a picture, like, I saw this picture, and they took an owl, and they, like, lifted up his fur, and he was just, like...
Really?
It was all legs. It was kind of
Do you think penguins have them, then?
Probably, yeah.
So definitely. Penguins are people who don't have
I feel knees. Like penguins don't have knees.
Yeah, I think penguins don't have knees, then. I thought they didn't have legs. I'm trying to think about that.
No. Well, if they didn't have...
I thought they just had feet attached to their body.
No.
Like, think about that. When you draw a penguin, you draw an oval, and then you draw, like, platypus feet to it.
No,
you don't draw legs. Do you ever draw, like, when you're trying to, like, draw a penguin? I don't.
When was the last time I drew a fucking penguin, dude? Like, what the fuck? Who are we?
Okay, those are my two questions. They've been on my mind today, honestly.
I want to kind of go down a little unpopular opinions route. Because everyone's talking about Kanye West and Drake's new album.
Oh my god, Drake's new album. I'm supposed to lay in my bed tonight and listen to it.
I fucking hate Drake. Drake, you fucking suck.
He doesn't mean that.
Nah, you fucking suck, you loser.
He doesn't mean that.
You fucking poser. Drake, you big fat fucking poser. I know he ain't never gonna listen to this, but Drake, you big fat fucking poser.
He's not fat.
Dude, he's a giant fucking poser, and I'm just like, I don't know. I liked it, I liked him back in, 2008 when he was first popping off, and I felt like he was legit, but now I just feel like he'll say, be whoever the fuck he needs to be to get a bag, and I'm like, bitch, do you even know who the fuck you are? I know it's, been a while now, but, started from the bottom, now you're here. What fucking bottom, you giant douchebag? You've been doing fucking commercials since you were a kid. Then you did Degrassi as a teenager. And then you did then you were a fucking successful rapper.
That was the bottom. He worked his way up.
Middle class at the bottom, bitch.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, what do you want to talk about?
That's all and and Kanye, I don't know, I like Kanye.
Wow. Like you like Kanye, but you don't like Drake?
No, fuck Drake.
You're so stupid.
But I like Kanye. I mean, actually, I haven't, ever seriously listened to Kanye. Obviously, I like all of, the early 2000s shit. But I actually did kind of take a second to listen to this album. And they were, the first, I want to say, the second, third song I was, really fucking with. I have to, go back and actually, listen to it again. But, I was kind of jamming to this album. And I don't know if it's just because of all the hype around it and how long it's been delayed. But
yeah, no, I think that you're weird for liking Kanye but not liking Drake.
At least Kanye's more interesting and more real than
Kanye's literally
Drake.
Psychotic. Are you kidding me? He's psychotic.
Versus phony. Who do you want? Do you want phony?
I really think that it's just a show. Kanye's personality is just for show, and that's fake.
I think he runs with it and exaggerates it for sure for the hype, just as anybody else would. But
it's okay for him to do it and not Drake.
Just because Drake changed his shit so quickly, Kanye's been Kanye from the minute he started to the minute now. Kanye went from
saying, "Yo, I'm gonna call this bitch a gold digger," to "I'm gonna start singing gospel music." Are you fucking kidding me?
well, like as he's an adult and like, but he's still like, you can go to all of his other songs. Like he made the like, God, what was that one song that was like the Stupid Ho song with Lil Pump? Like, it's not like he didn't stop making that music, but like he didn't do like a fucking 180 flip on his personality like halfway throughout his career. Kanye's been Kanye is Kanye is Kanye.
Anyways,
where like Drake has
next
like just tried to
we're
just change it as much as possible, fucking around like. Next.
Yo, Drake's just been trying to chase Rihanna's ass, and now it's finally that he can't get it because she's with a god.
I was actually doing some digging too on Rihanna's album that was supposed to come out in 2019. And she still hasn't dropped it. I read an article.
Bitch is busy with Fenty Beauty, bro.
I know, and I'm like, good for you, bitch. But where's the music? We want the music. She
don't need to give music when she got Savage X Fenty and Fenty Beauty.
That you're giving us a 9th album. Give us the fucking 9th album.
Okay, but let her like make it perfection. Like she in love right now. Let her be happy in love.
I had found this. I had found this article. It was like created in either 2020 or 2021. So it was a recent article, and they were talking about Rihanna and her album. And they were saying like she pretty much had it like almost fucking done, and then she decided she wanted to like put in her like efforts towards her skincare. But now the skincare is out, so I'm like, all right, next step, album, let's go. Let's get the shit out. Like, the impact Anti made was fucking ridiculous. Like, I can only imagine what's going to happen with this next album. But then I'm kind of like, is she afraid that she can't top what just happened? Like, is she afraid that she can't top Anti?
No.
So that's why she's trying to, like, prolong it, because she wants to, like, go out with one of the best albums, because Anti was one of the best albums. Like, still to this day, you hear it being played
But that's
everywhere.
not that she's scared.
Well, because, like, yeah, like, kind of like with Ariana Grande, you know, she came out with the Thank You Next album, and that one was, like, iconic, and her next album, yeah, it was good, but it was nowhere near as good as
Yeah, but she wasn't scared to drop it. She dropped it.
Well, it's not like Ariana Grande has, like, I mean, she has, like, smaller endeavors, but it's not like she's creating multi-billion-dollar businesses.
You're
like
not
Riri.
wrong. That's why Riri's just taking her time.
She's busy. I get it. But it's also like, come on, bitch.
You're been impatient 2 years as fuck.
Now. Yeah, I am. Because she talked about it in 2018, that it was supposed to be out in 2019, and here we are in 2021.
And then the pandemic hits.
That only gives you more time to sit at home and record a fucking album. But the pandemic
also probably did a lot to her other multi-million-dollar companies that she was stressing about.
Dude, Savage and Fenty, fucking, that's when she hit $1 billion was during COVID. So
I understand that. That's why she probably decided, let me scrap this for a second, and let me, like, it took, you know.
I don't know. You know that bitch got a home studio, so you know
that bitch probably wants a break too, and she's like, let me go ahead and deal with this shit.
Okay, so have her man suck her toes while she's recording the album. I don't understand
so much.
how this is
I don't think
hard.
Riri likes her toes being sucked. Let me just
You never know. She a freak.
Okay. Anywho.
Let's take a break, and then let's kind of get into the juice. We're talking about Dog the Bounty Hunter. I actually never thought I would hear his name, like, kind of pop up again. But
you don't know who Dog the Bounty Hunter is? Now's your time to go do your research.
How do you not know who Dog the Bounty Hunter is? Like, I feel like that's so crazy.
If they don't know who Dog the Bounty Hunter is, now's their time to do the research.
Dog. Bruh. Was it brother? What did he say? What he had?
Anyways, like, guys,
so many different fucking catchers. Man, that guy was.
We will talk about this after the break.
He used to be cool. All right, we'll get into it. Peace.
And we're back.
All right, we're back, and we're gonna get into the, like I like to say, the thickness of this episode, the juice of it.
We're talking about a guy named Dwayne Chapman.
Dog the Bounty Hunter, a guy who had one of the best shows ever in the early 2000s. No cap. Everyone watched it. Everyone loved it.
Okay, I mean, like, not everyone. I didn't really watch it.
But everyone knew about it,
Yes.
and everyone knew who Dog was. And it wasn't... And the show was not popular because of Dog. The show was popular because of Beth, his wife. 'Cause
Absolutely.
that bitch was a walking
She was
icon.
that bitch.
Dude, her titties were higher than the sky, and her hair was that much closer to God. Like, she was one of those ladies. But it was a cool show. He had like 1,200 kids.
Yeah, literally everybody knew.
And they lived in Hawaii.
Everyone knew about him, and if they said they didn't, they were lying.
Yeah, he was a bounty hunter, and like all of his kids worked for him, and they like his wife worked with him, and it was just this like huge family business, and it was really fun to like watch them, and they like took you along while they got these like perps, and he was really cool because like he had been to jail before, and like this was his coming back, and so he would like get these guys, but then like really try to like extend like a helping hand, like try to help them as much as possible, and like get them on the right track. And so it was like a cool show.
Alright, so what happened that now we're talking about him?
Well, I had saw online that apparently he had done an interview and said that he gets a pass on using the N-word because he has a lot of black friends. It had all started because one of his kids, Bonnie Chapman, the daughter of Dog and Beth, because now I guess Dog currently has a fiance, and supposedly their wedding was yesterday, actually.
So is he still married to Beth?
She passed away.
Oh yeah, fuck. I knew that.
R.I.P. Beth.
I
How
knew
do you
that.
forget that?
I don't know. I'm tired. I've been up since 3.
Well, so now he's got this wife now, if the wedding was yesterday, but this like huge thing came out because of Dog's daughter Bonnie had released this long statement on Facebook about her dad, and like saying that he cheated on Beth, like cheated on his mom, and
Not
like,
his mom, her mom.
Yeah, her mom. Whoops. Like cheated on her mom, and she had like, you know, seen it a whole bunch of times, like it happened like a lot, and then watched like him apparently cheat on her mom while she was sick, and I guess like said that like as a child she was silenced by him and like threatened with physical violence and all that shit. Like it just seems like a very like toxic relationship. And so she was also going off about like how he's associated with this guy named Greg Locke, apparently like a pastor of like this really big right-wing megachurch that apparently is spewing like a fuck ton of hate towards the LGBTQ community. So she's just like revealing all of this shit into like this giant post. Says that she has personally gotten death threats by the QAnon like people, and like he's just made excuses as to like why he won't speak up, because he's apparently like, you know, like made it kind of known that he's like aligning himself with these like right-wing extremists who believe in all this like QAnon theories and stuff. And so like she's getting all these like death threats and shit, and he's like refusing to say anything.
Well, okay. I'm gonna play devil's advocate for a second. Do you think that she just maybe potentially can't handle the fact that dad's moving on after mom passed away with another woman, and she's just trying to cause drama by saying like, oh, this happened that,
and this girl's 22 years old. She's not like she's a teenager.
Well, no, I know that, but I'm still saying like, you think it's that like now that they're getting married, she's like, well, fuck this shit. Like, I mean, how long have him and his girlfriend been together? A couple years now, then, right?
I don't know. I don't really know about that, but
I'm just saying, it's like it kind of is sus that now out of nowhere he's making headlines because they're saying this, you know? I'm just saying, for me personally, I'd be like, well, I get it, because I don't want to, like, because a victim is a victim. Doesn't matter when they fucking come out.
The whole reason all of this is coming out is because Bonnie was uninvited to their wedding because of her choice to participate in Black Lives Matter.
Oh.
Yeah, so then once all of that shit happened and she was uninvited to the wedding, that's when she made the post. It wasn't because like they're having this wedding, it's because she was uninvited to this wedding. Because apparently Dog believes that like all these Black Lives Matter protesters are like thugs, and he like has been saying like a fuck ton of like slur words towards the like LGBTQ community, and has done like all this like fucking bad shit. And it's just like, you know, it's just kind of like,
okay, then I take back my devil's advocate role. I do believe that's understandable to be upset that your fucking dad didn't invite you to his fucking wedding.
Oh, that's, yeah, it's just like, how are you gonna like not have like your daughter there because she's standing up for something that's right, like just literally for like.
And let's go back to the fact that he thinks it's okay for him to say the N-word because he has a lot of black friends.
Yeah, his literal quote was, he said, "I thought I had a pass in the black tribe to use it, kind of like Eminem." And then
what?
He also said, "My pass expired for using it, but no one told me that. To say a racist name doesn't qualify to make you a racist." So literally he said, like, no one told me that the N-word was racist, so I didn't know it was racist.
Nobody
like,
told me my pass expired. What the fuck does that mean?
Who the hell knows? But, like, how do you have to be told that the N-word is not a word you can be using and
yeah,
it's a derogatory
you should just
term?
know.
Like, and you're how old? Like, the dude's fucking old as shit. And he needs to be told this? What? Like, I don't understand that.
Yeah, no,
and
I
he
don't
literally
fucking get that
said,
shit.
"I have more black friends than Eminem." As if trying to, like, excuse himself. Like, as if, like, Eminem's some standard and it's, like, okay for him to say it.
Yeah, no. Not a thing.
I just, like, I don't get this whole thing. And, man, like, out of nowhere, too, I was like, dude, where the fuck have you been? Like, you have not been talked about in, like, God knows how long, and now all of a sudden you just popping up out of nowhere.
Honestly, I haven't heard of Doug, but I honestly probably would have assumed that Doug was dead.
Well, he wasn't. I just kind of assumed he was off doing whatever.
No, I honestly, well, it's not even that. I would just been like, oh shit, like, what happened? Like, he's not, like, he was not relevant. I did not hear about him.
Yeah, and now all of a sudden he's over here, like, getting canceled. You know, no one is safe. Literally, Dog the Bounty Hunter ain't safe. If Dog the Bounty Hunter ain't safe, nobody's safe than getting canceled.
You're not wrong.
I just, goddamn, like, how do you...
I don't know, bro, but fuck Dog.
Well, and I'm just like, damn, also, too, for trying, for, like, if you have apparently, like, had a past like that, and then you're, like, working with a whole bunch of, like, different...
That's, like, ignorant-ass people, like, honestly.
Yeah, your line of work has you, like, dealing with a whole bunch of, like, different walks of life, and you're always, like, trying to be like, oh, yeah, I've been through it, I want to help you, I want to put you on a better path, but then it's like...
On the other hand, you're doing all this shit,
This huge protest that's, like, all about helping everyone and getting people to, like, a better place, and you're just like, no, fuck you, you thugs. Like, what? What?
Make it make sense.
Like, literally, for your hatred to be, like, that hardcore where you're like, I'm not gonna, like, bring my daughter to my wedding because of it.
But you want to be able to use the word.
Right? Like, he's like, damn, if she comes, I can't say the N-word at my wedding, and I'm gonna make me mad. That's gonna make me mad.
Alrighty, that's enough on him. Let's talk about...
Dog, you're canceled.
Dog's been canceled. Let's talk about our favorite housewife.
Of Atlanta.
Yes, of Atlanta.
Okay,
wait, before we talk about her, who's your favorite housewife of all time?
Erika Jayne.
Ew. I'm learning so much about Cody, and it's really making me question our friendship.
No, we are going to have one of my friends, Sarah, on, and we're going to
We're going to have a whole fucking hour-long one.
Have a whole entire
on Real Housewives.
Dedicated to Erika Girardi.
No, not just Erika Girardi.
No, yes. I want one.
Fine.
We can have one for the Real Housewives, but I want one for Tom and Erika.
That'll be a double. That'll be the week that we
on.
do one that comes out on Monday and Friday.
Ooh, yeah, like a two-parter.
A two-parter.
Yeah, it'll be needed. Like, I literally just read that apparently now Erika Jayne herself is being sued for like $20 million.
Yeah, absolutely. You knew that was coming. Come on now.
No, I mean, I don't know. Like, I genuinely
I so knew that was coming.
That,
after
like,
watching that Netflix series, I so knew that was coming.
So I haven't watched the Netflix series, but I've watched, I've been watching Real Housewives, and I keep up with Erika Jayne on like all social medias because she really is like one of my favorite housewives. I love everything about her. But I don't know, at first I thought like, okay, she got a divorce because she knew, like, she figured out something, so she got out because she's gonna like help them, like take him down. And then like she said she knew nothing about it. But also, like, if you think about it, like, he's got all the money, she's got no money, she makes no decisions anyways. Like, if you're a man like that, you're not going and asking her shit. You're doing
not that
everything,
you need to ask.
and then you're expecting her to shut the fuck up, because if she doesn't, then you kick her ass to the curb and she got nothing. So
I
she
don't
ain't gonna
believe
give
that
up
she
everything.
didn't. I believe that she did not know. I do not believe that, like, for me, you're still fucking, like, I'm not gonna sit around and have some dude just randomly, like, saying, like, oh, I do this to make money, And, yeah, he is a credible lawyer, everything, all that stuff, right? Defense and stuff.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I'm like, also his credentials.
But the thing is, this is what I'm gonna say is that, like, I'm not gonna sit around and just be like, oh, this is how you make your money? Okay, cool. Just, like, lavish me with, like, everything. And I'm not gonna ask any questions about what you're doing, Like, especially when you're that much in the public light, like, fault has to go. She was just so blinded by fucking money. She got whatever she fucking wanted. When she said, let me snap my fingers and get it, I'm gonna get it,
Well,
she didn't care.
Was it that, or was it him trying to say that he can live this lifestyle and then having
it was absolutely him.
Live up to it, because it's not always just like her saying take. I believe it's a lot of him saying, ooh, this is what I can do for you, and I'm going to give, and then
But he doesn't have to maintain that lifestyle.
Talk too much of a high game.
He doesn't have to maintain that lifestyle. That's something that could have been spoken to them, but they both were fucking wrong. He was definitely wrong for starting it, but I do feel like, unfortunately, like, I do think Erika she's very real, and, from what you see on reality TV, however real that fucking is.
She's the ice queen.
Yeah, but
I don't know. I do genuinely feel like she's the realist. Like,
she does. She says it how it is, and that's that. And I get it. She came from a spot, but I do think that as smart as she fucking is, she wouldn't just let him be like, oh, she's a businesswoman too. Erika Jayne is her brand. You're not gonna just let someone randomly invest and not know where the fucking investment's coming from.
But like, if it's your husband, like,
doesn't
that's what I'm saying.
matter.
Like, they actually, like, I remember an episode, all of the girls had come together and they talked about it, and even like a couple of them said, like, if your husband comes to you and tells you to, like, sign this, like, you sign it.
No,
you, like,
I read it. I've always been taught you do not.
That's you, but like when you're living in like a high society like that, and
even
you
that,
have nothing, and
you're telling me fucking. Yes, are you telling me right now? It's
some
like
of those women who come from nothing and have no way of supporting themselves, and their husband's their only way.
But she has a whole fucking brand to herself. Erika Jayne is her. She is not some fucking damsel in distress.
That's not like it's something that's like been going for years and years and years.
But
it's also not something that makes a lot of money.
It's a credible. Oh my god, Erika Jayne from The Real Housewives says now it does make. She makes her own money at that point. But you have to think
the lifestyle that you're going from.
Right, but she chose to be blind by it. She chose to just put a blinder up and be like, I don't want to know about this because I love the lifestyle that I'm living. I don't care to know how I'm getting my money. I don't care to know how you're being able to portray this lifestyle for me. Just do it and let me live my lifestyle because I'm happy with it.
It's not even like, I don't know, like, I genuinely, like, he's
she
a lawyer,
genuinely
he makes all
didn't
this
care.
money, and then, rich people like that, they always have like a bajillion ways of like putting their money in and making more money.
I'm not saying that there isn't that person.
Like, there was this one part where they're talking about like this house that she didn't even know was in her name, that like he had apparently bought in her name.
But she had to sign papers, so she just signed without reading something, and that's on her. I would never sign a fucking document without knowing what I'm fucking signing. Like, even...
And I just think that's just where, like...
That's where it's just dumb shit.
Well, like,
that's
and
dumb.
Those women who are in those positions are different. That's why you're not in that position.
No, absolutely. My mom did that for a little bit. Literally, thankfully my dad didn't ever fucking scam her out of shit, but for the longest time when they first got married, she said that all the time. She was like... I didn't know shit. She was like, I was just sitting there and he'd be like, oh, sign this. This is for this. You have great credit. I have great credit. This will make things 10 times better. We're going to co-sign this. You're going to be my business partner. Yeah, and she did.
It's not
and
like
she was like,
just slapping
she didn't read it.
Contracts down and just saying sign it.
Well,
they're just like giving a vast
technically
over, and
she
you're
did.
Just like, oh, okay. And then you sign it.
And she was
because
like,
also,
but I mean,
it's supposed to be your husband. It's supposed to be someone you're supposed to be able to trust and be like, okay, we're doing this together.
No.
I would like to think that, like, I would want to marry someone where I'd have enough trust where, like, I could just be like, okay.
My trust
like,
is so
give
far
me a
gone.
quick example and then, like, let me sign and we're good. Like, I'm not going to fucking read this, nor do I want to.
No.
Like, we should be a team.
Should be, but I don't feel like that would be a thing. Anywho. We got on a tangent about Erika Jayne. Now let's go back to Nene, our favorite Atlanta housewife.
Because very sad. Which I think, okay, before we get into it, I do want to talk about, I think it's very strange. Like, you know how if someone talks about something and then you start seeing it in the world, or like you talk about, like, you buy a car and then all of a sudden you start seeing that car, like, everywhere.
Oh my god, that
you,
happens
like,
to me all
hear
the
about
time.
a candy, or you hear about something and then all of a sudden it's popping up everywhere. Like,
Yes.
it's a super weird thing, and I genuinely think, like, I just started watching The Real Housewives of Atlanta, and I'm just now on season 3. So I'm just now on the part where, like, Nene and Greg are getting divorced.
Yeah.
And then now, all of a sudden, he dies.
I know.
It's like...
It's weird for you?
It's weird. I'm like, well, one, because, like, I've watched Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, but, like, I've never really heard anything or seen anything, like, trending or anything about...
Housewives.
Anything about
Atlanta. I've always seen Nene Leakes' name in, like,
I've seen
press,
Nene because
but that's it. Yeah.
Well, one, she's iconic and
She
like
is.
has so many gifts, and everyone knows who she is. So of course I knew who she was, but like now all of a sudden because I'm watching it now, it's like trending and like Real Housewives up there and like all this shit, and I'm like, is it just because our phones are listening to us, or is it because some weird like manifestation in the world?
I've literally not talked about Atlanta Housewives like at all. I've been talking about Beverly Hills with you, obviously, because, you know, that's us. But I see it all over Twitter and stuff, too, so.
I don't know. I just think that's very sad, though. Like,
I do.
Especially, like, right now, going through and watching, like, their relationship.
I know.
I was like, oh. And then I was, like, so excited to get caught up and kind of see everything, and now it's just kind of sad.
It's sad.
Like, I heard that she's not even on the newest seasons either anymore, so I'm like, well, fuck. Why am I watching?
I mean... yeah.
But there's also a lot of other people that I like on there, so I'm enjoying
Nene
it.
brought, like, the sass and the drama.
She was just cool from day one. Like, she was
Hell
cool.
yeah.
I did try, me and my friend tried to start watching The Real Housewives of Dallas. Oh, we couldn't. Like, it was too much. Like, that shit is too much. Those ladies are crazy. Like, we turned it on, and all of a sudden it was like one housewife is... apparently like swinging a knife at her boyfriend and like slashed his face with sandpaper or
you know
something.
what show
it
you
was like
should
some
watch?
crazy ass shit. I was like, damn, these girls are too much for me.
You know what show you should watch?
What?
Shaws of Sunset.
What is that?
Shaws of Sunset.
What is that?
It's a reality show about Persians. These like real wealthy Persians. And it's fucking funny. Like, there's, like, this 30-year-old girl on there, never, like, worked a day in her life. And her dad, like, pays her phone bill still. She's never seen her phone bill. She doesn't know what it comes out to. He pays her rent. She's never seen a rent bill. Doesn't know what it looks like.
Do you ever wonder, like, what the fuck that person did to be born into that life?
I know, and then she still complains about the fact that her parents do nothing for her. And I was like, girl, if I ever complain that my parents are paying my fucking rent for a fucking 2-bedroom, nice-ass, like, almost penthouse fucking apartment, and my phone bill still, and I'm fucking 30 doing nothing, sitting on my ass being a reality star, are you fucking serious? I'd get my ass whooped.
Dude, I want to be a reality star. I feel like I would be a great reality star.
I feel like I'd be a boring reality star. They'd follow me around school.
Nah. I feel like I miss the good reality shows that I would be good on. Like...
Real World? I'd be good on Real World.
Maybe.
I'd be really good on Real World. I could do
Real World would have been cool.
I could do Real World.
You would have had me getting fucked up on Jersey Shore. Catch me.
I would have loved to see you on Jersey Shore. I could do freaking
like,
Floribama Shore.
Oh God, no! I've never even tried to watch that show.
Gus
I feel like
is he's a little cutie. Gus is a little cutie, and Like, I want to pinch his cheeks and be like, he reminds me of my friends from the South.
No, I feel like that is complete disrespect to the OG cast
Shut
right
up.
there. Like,
Shut
I don't
up.
like it.
Shut up.
Oh man, I forgot what I was gonna say. Anywho,
that's honestly all for today, I think, that we had to talk about.
yeah. How was your week? I mean, you missed a whole week. What have you been up to?
School, like no other, and then just like family stuff. My dog hasn't been doing all that good, so just being around him, making sure he feels good and he's healthy. But school mainly, bro. School's been kicking my fucking ass.
You're almost done, though.
I know.
You're
4 more
there.
months. 4 more months. Fingers crossed, everybody, that I get through this.
Hell yeah. Anything exciting coming up this week you're excited for?
Labor Day weekend, so I'm about to make a fuck ton of money.
Ooh, hell yeah.
So that's gonna be fun. I came home with like $120 today, and it was a tip pool, so it's like, what the fuck?
That's how much I made today. I think it was like around there for
Yeah.
lunch. Wasn't too shabby. People are definitely
But yeah, I don't
getting
really
ready
have
to go out
much
today.
going on this week. I mean, my cousin comes into town tomorrow. I'm picking her up from the airport. She'll be here for a month. So that'll be exciting to have her here.
Yay. For
Because
a
my
whole
brother,
month. That's a long time.
she's here for like they're like called interview rotations. My brother's in Florida for his. So she's coming here and she's just kind of taking over. So it's nice. But yeah, I'm excited to meet her. Not meet her. Obviously, I know her. I'm excited to see her again. It's been over a year since I've seen her. Because of COVID, I was supposed to go visit them. The summer when COVID, everything shut down the first time. And then I didn't get to go see her, and she didn't get to come here, obviously. So this will be the first time I see her in a while. I haven't seen her since like 2018. Yeah, 2018. 19.
Ooh.
No,
Well,
2018. Yeah. So yeah.
damn it, it's been a while. It's been a minute.
Yeah, it has for sure. So I'm just like excited to hopefully just get some time with her as long as she's not too busy, because I know she's gonna be here for fucking work pretty much to do all these rotations and stuff, and then me with school and work. So
Usually you'll find time. You always find time.
absolutely.
for
I mean,
family.
she's living with us, so it's like
Yeah,
it's
you're
not,
gonna see her
like I'm not gonna see her
one time
but
or another. All right, y'all. Well, that's it. We'll maybe see you on Monday, and definitely see you on Friday.
Absolutely.
Peace out, y'all.
Bye.